The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Throwing right away is Williams. That's complete. Romadunze.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Bears at 500, 7-7 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Looking to throw is Williams.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the gun, here's Williams.
He'll buy some time right. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's good for another Chicago Bears.
To the air, Williams.
Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
70 Lions.
22-yard line.
Here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Cards force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not getting out the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run over center with Benson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll go again with Benson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on 1st down.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came and expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think
taking it right down Broadway. He may go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Kamara.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Benson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Ready.
To throw, Williams.
And he rifles one incomplete.
nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing is Williams.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw, it's Williams.
Eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 52 yards.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try now for Moody.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Back to throw. Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Roma Dunze. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his tight end. That's Ryman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On first down, it's Benson. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run here with Benson. 101 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Here comes third and about a foot.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Deebo Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That is knocked away and incomplete. The coverage excellent. And the gadget play is foiled.
So nothing doing there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Williams. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
To the air once more, Williams.
And it'll be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here and now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, some strong running.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the handoff, Benson running right.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
They'll run with Benson.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Moody good with the extra point,
and that gives him a 3-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's complete to McBride.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for this.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Tip Ryman
From a yard out.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Cardinals 34, Bears 24. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
The pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Cole Kmet
From 6 yards away.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Benson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bears 31. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
He's to the 10.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
First down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bears 31.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Williams going to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Boy, 196 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, right back to Benson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Pass complete there to Harrison.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on third down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Running out of the gun here with Benson.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Oh, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here's Williams.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now.
To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Throwing again here, Williams.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
In motion goes the tight end.
Throwing is Williams.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
To throw once more, here's Williams. This one finds Austin outright. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw, it's Williams.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught downfield by Harrison. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marvin Harrison Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea